Hello, my name is Suvannavira and I'm a member of the Turiratna Buddhist order and today I'm going to guide you through a traditional Buddhist meditation practice called the Metta Bhavana, although you don't have to be a Buddhist to do it, of course. To explain a little bit, the words Metta and Bhavana come from an ancient Indian language called Pali. Bhavana is derived from a verb meaning to become, to be, to exist. You could simply say it means development. And metta can be translated as love, amity, sympathy, friendliness, or an active interest in others. It's said to be disinterested, metta, that is, and unconditional. So you could say the practice means the development of metta, love, sympathy, friendliness. But with this practice we don't develop it for a limited number of people. At the end we are trying to develop metta for all sentient beings, everybody that we meet in the course of our lives, you could say, everybody we might meet. Although we don't start at this stage, we start the practice, the first of the 5 stages, simply by developing metta towards ourselves, then to a good friend, to a neutral person, an enemy or a difficult person, and then we expand out to include at the end all sentient beings without exception. So in a moment we'll start the practice and I'll explain more as to what we need to do during the meditation itself. But to begin with, I'll just say a few words about how to sit for meditation. This is an important thing to get right. In principle, we want to be both upright and comfortable. Both qualities are important, and most people who meditate meditate like this, using a little pile of cushions, quite firm cushions. We can sit supporting our hands on our thighs, and most importantly we're high enough for our back to be straight in quite a natural way. If you don't have meditation cushions, you can always find a pile of books and put a pillow on top. That should work as well. But not everybody is comfortable like this. Another alternative is to use a chair. So we can sit with the chair with the 2 hind legs slightly raised. And if we sit like this, we can be straight, we can be comfortable with no extra pressure on our legs. And this is perfectly fine as a posture for meditation. Those who are a little bit more flexible can sit cross-legged as well, with our ankles together. Again, we keep a straight back, and it's important that our knees touch the ground. In this way we can maintain stability and we can relax all our muscles deeply during meditation. And just a tip or 2 extra, you might want to, if you have the chance, unbuckle your belt so it's a bit easier to breathe. You might want to, with a blanket, you can just throw it around you and use it to support your hands. If your hands are a bit higher, your chest is a bit more open, and it's And last but not least, I'd suggest switching off your mobile phone so you can't be disturbed during the practice. So in a moment I'll start guiding you through the meditation. There's nothing more we need to say beforehand. I'll explain a few words about preparing to meditate, and then we'll go through the 5 stages. So when you're ready, you can close your eyes. And just take a few moments simply to be here now. With nothing to do. And take a moment to listen to all the different sounds around you, in the room, and around your room, the neighbours, the streets. Take a moment to try to listen to each single sound. And now, bring your attention to the whole of your body, seated here. To the rhythm of your breathing in the body. Each in-breath, each out-breath. With each out-breath, let your body just relax a little bit more. Bring your attention to feelings, emotions, how you are just at this moment in time. Whether it's pleasant, painful, or just neutral. And now we're ready to move on to the first stage of the practice, development of metta for ourselves. And to begin with, we can just look to see if we have any pleasant sensations, feelings in our body. Any feelings of comfort. Or warmth. Or energy. Maybe we can see a colour, like a vivid, bright red. Or a sense of just being in touch with our heart. You can just stay with any positive feelings, experiences that we have. And when we're ready, we can repeat to ourselves silently, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be free from suffering, may I be happy, may I be well, may I be free from suffering. take a moment to reflect on the deeper meaning, the words that you are saying. What sufferings do you wish to be free from? Or maybe you can recollect a time when you felt especially happy and content and deeply moved. Or recollect your positive qualities. What your friends say and appreciate about you. And thinking of our friends, we move on to the second stage of the practice, the development of metta towards a good friend. Take a moment to choose one friend to put in this stage of the practice. And we can start just by allowing a sense of the presence of your friend to develop here. Maybe you can see their face in your mind's eye. Or hear the sound of their voice. Do you have any vivid memories of them? And look to stay in contact with your feelings and emotions during this time. And when you're ready, you can repeat to yourself once again, may they be happy, may they be well, may they be free from suffering, may they be happy, may they be well, may they be free from suffering. And take a moment once again to reflect on the deeper meaning of the words you are saying. Can you remember a time when you were particularly happy together? Or what are their positive qualities? What do you value in friendship with them? And can you put it into words? And now, in the third stage of the practice, you look to develop metta towards a neutral person. This means somebody we quite frequently see, but who doesn't interest us. We don't give them any particular attention. And take a moment to choose one person like this. So we can just begin by paying them a little bit more attention. We can begin just by seeing what we can recollect about them. What we know about them. You will remember the times when you have interacted with them. And when we're ready, we can repeat once again to ourselves, may they be happy, may they be well, may they be free from suffering, may they be happy, may they be well, may they be free from suffering. once again to reflect on the deeper meaning of what you've been saying. What are the joys and sorrows for this person? And if you haven't been interested in this neutral person, you can take a moment to reflect on why their friends are interested in them. What qualities do they admire? Why are they drawn to this person? And what would it be like to be attracted in this way to them? What would it like to be their friend, in effect? And now we move on to the fourth stage of the practice, the development of metta, to a difficult person. This could be somebody you've argued with, an enemy, somebody who's hostile to you, or simply somebody that you don't like. Once again, take a moment to choose a person for this stage. And to begin with, you can just sit and be open to them. Just try not to avoid them. Be open to what we feel in their presence. Maybe it's difficult or painful. Maybe it's just neutral or dull. Maybe it's pleasant. Whatever it is, we just try to stay open to what we're experiencing. ourselves once again. May they be happy. May they be well. May they be free from suffering. May they be happy. May they be well. May they be free from suffering. What would they look like if they were genuinely happy? And how would they act towards us if they were genuinely happy? Sometimes people we find difficult also have strongly developed positive qualities. We can just take a moment to stay with those positive qualities. Dwelling on their positive qualities mean they become more the basis of our relationship with them. And we can think back. Have our relations with them always been difficult? Sometimes the relations that were the most positive at the beginning can turn into the most difficult at the end. You can remember how it was. Everything went well. And now we move on to the fifth and final stage of the practice. We begin just by developing metta equally to all four people in the first four stages, so we can bring to mind ourselves, our good friend, the neutral person, and the difficult person. May we all be happy. May we all be well. May we all be free from suffering. And we can expand our metta out to include everybody in our room or apartment or house. Everybody on the streets, in the streets outside. Everybody in the town and city where we live. Everybody in our country. And all the other countries in the world. And all the animals, all living beings, all sentient beings, without exception. And may they be happy. May they be well. May they be free from suffering. And once again, take a moment to bring your attention to the whole of your body, seated here. feel the rhythm of your breathing in the body. And to listen to all the sounds around you. And when you're ready, slowly and gently open your eyes to finish the practice. And soon there'll be some concluding remarks. Enjoyable, even. If you want to get the most out of meditation, it's recommended to meditate regularly, 3 or 4 times a week, or even once a day is a very good beginning. You could meditate for 20 minutes, half an hour, either by meditating along with me on this video as often as you like, or you can use a small watch and decide to do each stage of the practice for 4, 5, 6 minutes. As well as this practice, you can find online a practice called the mindfulness of the body, which is a very good introduction, a very good preparation for the Metta Bhavana meditation. And before too long, I hope the mindfulness of breathing will be available online as well. And I just want to say at the end that even just by looking on the news on one day, there's so much violence, aggression and suffering in the world. By practicing the Metta Bhavana, we can transform ourselves into people who are deeply based on love, compassion, kindness, harmony. So I hope you practice, and you practice effectively, and you can help us, help this troubled world by making this practice of Metta Bhavana more well known to other people as well, so they can practice it, should you so wish. Thank you.